Any more for any more? Because we should we're we've had some technical issues, but we should be kind of done. Uh,
Yeah,
I
David.
guess
Sorry, I can. Yeah, I think OCRUM and the ability to assess the level of that you're actually treating this MCO risk is very useful. Um, so yeah, thank you, Tim and David, for all of this and others for your contribution.
well, thanks, Chris. But Tim, I really appreciate you spending time on this. I spoke to Tim a couple of years ago, and I found very interesting what he was doing, and I'm really glad that he's put some headspace aside for having a look at what we're doing. And I think that we are in the same boat with respect to trying to engage with people and get them to agree to want to change. Unless we can get past the don't ask, don't tell syndrome, we can't really help people. So um, yeah, I'd it's a challenge. Do you have any last words, Tim, before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think you've capsulized it quite well. As I said, I can't emphasize enough the point here is about the 30,000 foot level, and that's about um, bringing methodologies to the market that are practical, that focus on an end game, and the end game has to be, in my opinion, helping management increase the likelihood that they will achieve the entity's objectives with a level of uncertainty that's acceptable to the CEO and the board. And that level may be quite high. So whether it's big or whether I've corresponded with Sabrina Siegel, she's founded a UK founded risk coalition for not-for-profits charities. There are many out there that are going to proceed, and I'm thrilled with any initiative that is aligned to the objective of helping management increase the likelihood of achieving what they're trying to achieve with a level of uncertainty that's acceptable to the CEO and the board. That's the last part that's the rub. In many cases, you can develop methodologies, but the CEO doesn't want to share what it kicks out in terms of unlikelihoods because they have pay packages attached to it. They have ego that they want the board to approve the strategic plan. And if you've told the board a lot about some dark things about the strategic plan, the board may want to ask a whole lot more questions, and the CEO just doesn't want to answer them. And so one of the things that I taught South Africans on Monday morning at the crack of dawn is we have a tool on our website which scores your entity's culture out of 60 points. I'd encourage you to download the risk culture survey. If you score under 30 points out of 60, I don't think BIG or OCRUM or any of the philosophies, if it suggests that it's going to reveal some uncertainties that the CEO doesn't want the board to know, it's a non-starter. So I'd encourage you to download it. I've spent 35 years building those 6 elements. It's pretty simple. 6 criteria, you score each of them out of 10, and it tells you a whole lot about the likelihood you'll succeed with a methodology that puts better clarity on what's really needed to increase the likelihood with a level of uncertainty that's okay to the CEO and board.
Well, Tim, I'm going to share some links. So if there are any other links that you'd like to share with us, including that one, I'll put it on that list and communicate it out to members and encourage them to have a look.
Yeah, it's just really taking our website there and putting the resources page, which is, I think, the last word after .com/resources, and it takes you to the resources page. And there's also a training page of we have an 11 module certificate course. It's available virtually for 700 US through Sea Risk Academy. I do one-on-one training with companies where I do one-on-many with specific clients that want to explore And a big piece of our certificate course is helping you decide if you have any chance of success, bringing in a methodology that's going to disclose the true state of uncertainty linked to achieving key objectives.
Well, I think we're all friends here, and we're all heading in the same direction. And crikey, yes, we just need a mutual support group to help us engage organisations to get the bravery and willingness to make things better for themselves. But thank you everyone that's attended. I guess it's hour and a half in. As a big bunny would say, that's all, folks. Thanks again to Tim and everyone for attending, and those watching this after the show. The next session is next week with Stephen Jenner, and that will focus on portfolio management, the change leg of all the big stuff. Please look on the website, the conference page, and book onto that if you'd like to. Thanks again, everybody, and have a good afternoon.
Thanks a lot, David. Thanks for everybody for attending.